Bitter criticism economy on Al Jazeera. Yeah, crisis in UK. Economy, business and economy. Business and economy. Bullying and harassment complaints surge in UK's financial sector. Reports on non-financial misconduct rose 72% between 2021 and 2023, according to survey by financial regulator. We have a photograph of central London skyline. Anyway, October 25, 2024, allegations of bullying, discrimination, and other non-financial misconduct in the UK's financial sector have soared during the last 3 years. A survey by the country's financial regulator has found reports of non-financial misconduct rose 72% between 2021 and 2023, according to the survey by the Financial Conduct Authority (FCA). Bullying and discrimination made up the largest share of 5,380 recorded complaints, accounting for 26% and 23% of the total respectively. Another 40% of reports related to other claims of misconduct, covering a wide spectrum of behavior ranging from offensive language to illegal drug use and bringing unwanted pets into the office. Companies took action in relation to a complaint in 43% of cases. Although those accused of misconduct were rarely dock pay or bonuses, according to the survey. The use of confidentiality and settlement agreements in the sector also declined over the period, the survey found. Quote, the results should act as a catalyst for regulated firms, boards, and trade associations to prioritize and act on issues of non-financial misconduct that led to poor working cultures and can ultimately harm consumers or market integrity, the FCA said. The report comes after a parliamentary committee in January published a summary of hearings into women's experiences in the financial industry that suggest misconduct and misogyny were widespread in the sector. Women told MPs that while sexist behavior in the office had become less common, sexual harassment had in many cases shifted to conferences and work trips. Concerns that London's financial sector has a culture of hostility towards women have arisen amid a series of high-profile scandals in recent years, including allegations of sexual harassment and assault leveled against the Edge of founder Crispin Oddy, who has denied wrongdoing. That's it. Source Al Jazeera and news agencies. I guess I'm going to see the next one. It was very short. I'm not sure if I'm going to read all of this, but editor's analysis. Economy, U.S. election 2024. Want to know who will win the U.S. election? Take a look at the stock market. The Standard & Poor's 500 has a strong track record of predicting the winner of U.S. elections. But all rule books may no longer apply. And we have a photograph here. Traders work on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange in New York City. This is by John Power, October 24, 2024. From yesterday. Want to know who will win the United States presidential election? Take a look at the stock market. Of course, there is no crystal ball to tell us who will prevail on November 5th. The polls, as much as they can be trusted, show Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump running neck and neck in what many observers believe could be the closest elections in decades. Who's ahead in the national polls? Kamala Harris currently has a 1.8 percentage point, led according to 538's national presidential poll tracker. So it says that 48.1 for Harris and 46.4 for Trump. Even so, the performance of U.S. stocks has an uncanny track record of predicting the outcome of presidential elections. Since 1928, the Standard & Poor's 500, which tracks the performance of 500 of the largest firms listed in the U.S., has pointed to the winner in 20 of the 24 elections, according to an analysis by financial services company LPL Financial. When U.S. stocks were up during the 3 months before election day, the incumbent party kept the White House on 12 out of 15 occasions, and the party in power lost 8 out of the last 9 times that market was in negative territory leading up to the vote. It is not a bad track record as foreign forecasting models go. Standard & Poor's 500 returns in the 3 months prior to U.S. presidential elections. When combined, market performance has predicted 20 of the last 24 elections since 1928. In the 3 months leading up to an election, whenever the Standard & Poor's 500 index was positive in the incumbent party remaining in control of the White House 80% of the time. In contrast, when the market was lower during the 3 months before an election, the incumbent party lost the election 8 of the last 9 times. And there's a huge graphic from the last so many times. I don't know how many. This kind of 30 data. With less than 2 weeks until the election, the Standard & Poor's 500 is up a healthy 11.8% since early August.